俺が夢を叶えるってことは誰かの夢を終わらせるってことだ。
Rikuo is a 12-year-old heir to a demon clan, but some of his clan members treat him like trash and try to end his life because he is always in his weak human form, until a night arrived when he reveals the demon king inside him, using it to rule his people and slay thousands of demons against him. Our story begins as we meet our protagonist, Rikuo Nora, an 8-year-old boy who's having fun with his family. He's happily running around ahead of everyone. He looks back calling out for his father, just to see him being stabbed from behind by his father's first wife. The girl starts to cry tears of blood, but he just looks back at her and smiles. She hands over the sword to an old man and attacks Rikuo. His father manages to get up and step in front to save his son. 4 years later, we find out that Rikuo is the third heir of the Nora clan, a clan of demons who walk among humans. His grandfather and demon servants constantly push him to take responsibility as the leader. But because Rikuo can only transform into a demon at night, and forgets all the actions he does in his demon form, making it hard for them to persuade him, and since Nora clan members are said to be terrible creatures in the human world, Rikuo decides not to become the head of the family, and lives his life as an ordinary student in his human form. One day, at school, Rikuo's friends invite him to visit an abandoned building because they heard there are demons over there. When they reach the building, Rikuo panics because he can sense demons luring all over the building. His friends start searching for demons, but he tries his best to hide them from his friends. Suddenly, a dangerous demon appears, making his friends run away and Kana unconscious due to fear. He is ready to unleash his demon form to Kana's protection, but his two demon servants, Oikawa and Ayatabu, appear to exterminate the demon. After they defeat the demon, he learns that they were always keeping an eye on him as his classmates with the help of their human form. This shocks him as he wasn't aware that his servants will turn out to be his classmates. Kana gains consciousness, and he lies to her that she didn't see any demon, which she believes because of her hazy memory of the incident. He awakens in the middle of the night and wanders outdoors to gaze at a sakura tree whose petals are falling. His demon form is sitting on one of the branches. The two discuss his past inability to save Kana in the old junior high school building. His demon form affirms that his human form wishes to be powerful but is unsure what that means. The next day, Rikuo finds his sworn brother Zen, a poisonous bird demon and the head of the Zeni clan. Zen suggests that he become the next leader, but Rikuo rejects his suggestion, angering Zen. In fury, Zen attacks him with his poisonous feathers, but Oikawa freezes the feathers with her snow power and protects Rikuo in time. Zen becomes weakened after using his feather power and ends up leaving in disappointment. Rikuo confronts his grandfather, the current leader, for inviting Zen, and learns that the Zeni clan members receive protection from the clan leader, because they are their ally and a weaker clan. He then runs off to find Zen so he can clarify his feelings to him more clearly. When he reaches Zen's cart, he finds Zen being betrayed and attacked by his officer. The officer explains he plans to kill Zen and then Rikuo, just because there's a huge anti-Rikuo faction that doesn't want him to become the leader. Rikuo approaches them, and Zen tells him to get out. He can't protect himself, and protecting him will make everything harder. Rikuo, on the other hand, stands up and transforms into his demon form. He draws his sword and easily kills the officer with a single slash. He declares to his clan members that he'll become the next leader, and promises to protect many demons. But yeah, the next day comes out, he is back to his human form and doesn't remember about last night. But there's a bigger problem. His friends are getting even more interested in demons, and they decide to create a demon investigation group. And their first investigation is Rikuo's house, as there are rumors about being haunted. They all go to his house, including a new transfer student, Yura, who's like a demon library. She not only knows about the types of demons, as she also knows methods to detect their presence. Upon arrival, the group is amazed by his big house. Rikuo convinces Kana and others to sit in one room for the meeting, and goes to the kitchen, and he's like, attention to all demons. This is code red, guys. We have human guests, so you guys must get out, hide, do whatever you can so that humans don't notice you. The problem is solved, until he goes back and doesn't find his friends in the room. This is not code red, this is code, wait, is there a color worse than red? He searches for his friends, and finds them just looking around. Oof, it's okay. Nope. The demon library sends some demons and is looking for them. The group wanders around the home. He tries to stop them, but Yura persists in continuing. Let's say, she looks here, there, also here, but our demons keep dodging bullets, until a rat demon appears and runs outside. Yura follows it and then exterminates it with the help of her paper charm. After witnessing this, Rikuo and his friends learn that she is literally a demon slayer. They find her impressive and make her a full-time member of their group. Later, at night, a rat demon comes to Rikuo to deliver a message. After the earlier accident, the rat demon clan decided to kidnap Yura and Kana, and they want to hold some little negotiations to free them. Rikuo gets there and gets attacked by two human-sized rat demons who capture him and hurt him enough, just to make him kneel in front of their leader, Kyuso. Rikuo gets angry after seeing his friends in a bad state inside the prison. He wants to save them from being killed but gets punched again. Kyuso believes the Nura clan will be extinct if Rikuo becomes the leader because he's a human. He lets him leave, telling him that he will free his friends if he resigns from his position of heir to the clan. Mostly because he's also one of the people plotting against Rikuo. On his way home, Rikuo encounters Ryota Nico, who's in an injured state because of Kyuso. Rikuo takes him to his house for treatment. Rikuo writes his resignation letter and asks the bird demon to send it to all clan leaders across Japan. Rikuo was ready to give up his position to save those who are important to him. His grandfather comes in, revealing he already knew about the situation. But he won't do anything. This isn't his problem. This is something Rikuo must do on his own. But Rikuo lowers his head, telling him he cannot do anything. To himself, he's just a normal human in a demon clan. He doesn't know about his demon side. Ryota, despite being injured, gets up ready to fight against Kyuso. Rikuo tries to stop him, but Ryota doesn't give up. Seeing Ryota's will to find makes Ryuko feel hot inside. He doesn't know what's going on but hears a voice. The voice tells him to fight, but he still struggles to believe in himself. He's just a human. The voice tells him that he doesn't know his true power. The voice tells him he will carry Ryuko's wish and desires, and he transforms into his demon form. He then leads a parade of demons and breaks into Kuso's mansion. Kyuso doesn't understand, it's not possible. Only the Nura's leader can summon a demon parade. That's when Rikuo reveals he's also a demon and tears the resignation letter. Both groups engage in a fight, with Kyuso transforming into a humanoid rat. He tries to attack Rikuo, who decides to finish it fast with his power, creating blue flames to burn Kyuso alive. He then frees his friends from the cage and leaves with his demon parade after saving them. The next day, Rikuo's friends go to his house because he missed classes. He fell ill after transforming back into a human, because he can't still handle his demon form for a prolonged time. They get shocked after seeing Oikawa taking care of him. They don't know she's also a demon. To them, she's just a normal student. Everyone starts to doubt their relationship. Kana becomes jealous, forcing Rikuo to clarify that Oikawa came only a minute ago, which they all believe. During the weekend, Rikuo and his group visit Umrakuan Mountain for their demon training camp, and finds Umukamaru's shrine there. They learn through a guide that this shrine belongs to a legendary demon called Umukamaru, who used to hurt travelers on this mountain according to legends. Umukamaru was once a human whose father died when he was just a child, and later his mother got eaten in front of him by a demon called Juki. After suffering from this traumatic incident, Umukamaru killed the demon and took its position as Juki. Ever since that day, he threw his humanity away and went on a rampage. Kill people on this mountain. The guide informs them of the former name of the mountain, and Rikuo deduces that Umukamaru is a Nura clan member named Juki, to whom this territory belongs. Rikuo's group gets scared, but the guide offers them to stay in a luxurious hotel, making them all forget their fear. That night, two of his male friends decide to search for demons outside. Rikuo and Oikawa accompany them, and they inspect various areas but find nothing. Rikuo gets alert of danger when his two friends go to the wrong path and get separated from him. He looks for them and finds them in an unconscious state. Juki's subordinate, Gazumaru, has put them in an illusionary spell. Rikuo quickly realizes that he has fallen into the enemy's trap of splitting him from Oikawa, so he goes back and finds her in a brutally injured state. Witnessing Oikawa about to get stabbed by Gazumaru, Rikuo quickly rushes forward in front of her and clashes the enemy's sword with his own. As a result, Gazumaru's sword flies off his hand and it gives Rikuo time to carry Oikawa to a safe place. Rikuo then goes back to fight with Gazumaru. They both fiercely attack each other and engage in a sword duel. After clashing with each other on equal ground, Gazumaru corners Rikuo and gains an upper hand to strike at him, but Rikuo dodges his attack, resulting in the tree behind him getting cut in half. When they clash again, Rikuo uses his full strength to push him back, and as a result, he falls to the ground. Gazumaru then chants a spell that transforms him into his demonic form. He jumps on Rikuo to attack him with his demon claws, but Oikawa pushes him away to protect Rikuo. After throwing Oikawa away, Gazumaru mocks both for being mere humans. Rikuo gets angry after hearing such insulting remarks, so he transforms into his demon form. He then slashes at Gazumaru's back with his sword and cuts his claws into pieces, causing him to lose consciousness. On his way back to the inn, Rikuo finds Kana looking around for him. However, she doesn't recognize him due to his demonic form, so Rikuo entrusts Oikawa to Kana and heads towards the mansion on this mountain. When Rikuo arrives at the mansion, he meets Juki, who points his sword at Rikuo's neck. Juki is the one who's been plotting against Rikuo, simply because he doesn't remember about his demon self. Juki was initially a human, who became a member of the Nura clan after fighting against Nura's first leader. That battle made him develop an appreciation for the leader's generosity and heroic power of supreme command. But Rikuo refuses to become the next leader and wants to live as a human, triggering him because he threw his humanity away to become a strong demon. This also shows Rikuo's irresponsibility as a leader, so he used Kyuso to make Rikuo retire from his position, but the plan failed, so now he wants to kill Rikuo. After hearing his reasons, Rikuo pushes Juki's sword away from his neck and pulls out his sword to clash with him. They both strike constantly without giving each other any moment to breathe. After clashing for a long time, the sword duel comes to a halt when they both put their sword at each other's necks once again. Rikuo suddenly starts seeing Kyuso and Zen's officer, whom he killed before. They start questioning him and his will to take over the family and start to attack him. Rikuo pushes Juki away and quickly turns around to deal with them, revealing that it was one of Juki's illusions. But this distraction gives Juki a chance to slash him. However, before he could, Rikuo moves forward swiftly and strikes his chest. However, Juki doesn't give up on the fight and slashes Rikuo's chest in response. They both engage in another sword duel, but this time, Rikuo gains an upper hand. He pushes Juki back and strikes his wounded chest again, making him bleed and collapse to the ground. After his defeat, Juki tries to take his own life to atone for his rebellion against the Nura clan. But Rikuo cuts his sword to stop him. He understands Juki had his reasons to kill him and protect the clan, but his fate will be decided in a clan meeting. The next day, Rikuo comes back home and decides to finally accept his demonic self. He decides to become the leader of the clan and stop ignoring his responsibilities. He holds a general meeting consisting of all clan leaders where he declares himself as the new leader of the clan. There he must decide Juki's future, who would naturally be punished by death. Instead, Rikuo put the blame on himself. He states Juki was only trying to protect his family, the Nura clan. But Rikuo always refused to become the leader, forcing Juki to take extreme measures. But from now on, Rikuo finally accepts his role, to be the clan leader and make it reach new heights.